If you ever wondered what it would be like to wake up from a malarial dream and then head out later that night, still in ill health mind you, and decide to ingest your body weight in LSD and then think, hey, they should totally make a game about this, then don't worry, as the good people at tinyBuild have got you covered with their Unreal 4 Blobfest. Hello neighbour. Yes, a wacky but also wonderfully designed world where physics and puzzles await. Also, you can see what your crazy as hell neighbour has trapped in his basement. Oh, and by the way, you're a small child in this. Yeah. So you'll begin peeking in at your neighbour, locking some poor unfortunate soul in his basement that Freddy Krueger would have envied, but I'll get into that later, until he spots you and appears to either march you across the street to your home, or kills you and you somehow reincarnate as the same dopey kid that can't learn his lesson from the first few times he was caught. Your mission as this child is to use objects around you to gain access to the next section, all whilst trying to keep out of the way of your ever-wandering neighbour who, after spotting you, will hunt you down like a dog. And sure, why not? Right away you can tell the neighbour, who we will call for now Big Bastard Chin, is already in a furious mood before we even step foot onto his property, as though said Chin had something to do with it, since it resembles a tumour that no doctor would tell him about because even they hated him. The objective of the first section is to grab a hold of a red key that Mr. Chinford Almighty has stashed in a room on the top floor. Once you get the lay of the land, you will then realise that you have to make your way to the top floor from the outside. This may seem easy, but climbing and jumping will only get you so far. I spent ages trying to get a rubbish bin to stay at the top of a set of shelves so that I may get access to the roof, and when I finally did, I realised I had to come back down in order to grab something to break the window with, because this kid is a mental case. So I decided to go across the street to the kid's house, grab a TV and use that to break the window, as you do. Now be careful how you aim your weapon in this game, otherwise you could... yeah. After that, I was given 3 options to obtain the key, the first being something completely impossible to achieve as this kid clearly did not qualify for the Krypton factor. The task was to operate a fan that would then blow the cardboard box slowly towards a lever that would then raise a platform outside the window of the locked room. A platform we were supposed to quickly make our way to, however I have no footage of that as I wasn't able to do that. The second option was to grab a set of car keys right here because everyone keeps them in a weird hallway closet combo on the top floor of the house, open a car boot and pull out a weird magnet gun that makes me wonder if this neighbour is a full-time nutter. Once we have the magnet, we are supposed to then try and get the key off the table by using the magnet on the keyhole because, sure, yeah, yet it did not work. Eventually I found out that I could grab a lockpick from the back window and make my way into the room that it was contained in. Grab the spanner, unlock his weird fortress of doom ladders to the roof, and ta-da! We got the key and got into the basement. Now the basement itself looks like it was made by someone who read DIY for mental patients, as you access it through a fake washing machine that takes you to some weird yet kind of nice looking room of rape. After that, you make your way through a bizarre labyrinth of doors, grates and horrid marionettes, which I'm pretty sure Mr. Chin has used his penis on at least once in his life. I felt like a demented lab rat making my way through this before I realised that I had to make my way back to the start and shut off the main switch in order to gain access to a generator that would eventually let me out of the basement, only to then be chased down a winding hallway by our cookie neighbour and captured. As Act 2 begins, you see that we are trapped somewhere, but that is for another time. So, what do you think so far? If I convince you to get the game on Game Pass and try it for yourself, go on, treat yourself. Why not try the box method of getting the key? How do you feel about telling us if you managed to get the key that way? We'd love to know if you did. We really would. Well, you lot, that's it for Act 1. I'll probably make a video for the other acts as I've been wanting to do a review for this game for a little while now. So until then, get demented from this game.